Welcome in, beautiful people. I hope you're well. Love, light and blessings to each and every one of you. Okay, so this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And we're starting with the Good Tarot. Yes, the Good Tarot. That's what it's called. For good people. Let's find out what you need to know today. Okay, oh, the Empress. You are the Empress. But see, her eyes are closed. In meditation, praying. You're having a glow up. You're beautiful. You are so beautiful. Self-care needed here as well. Nurturing. Beautiful. Abundant with ideas. Oh, her eyes aren't closed. I thought they were. So yeah, 3. The Trinity. Yeah, you are the Empress. Beautiful. Oh, okay. Oh, and we have Unicorn. We have a unicorn looking at this Empress. So something mystical and magical is about to occur in your life. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Because you raise your standards and you won't lower them. And this is what you need to do. You know, this is why we don't make promises we can't keep. You know, once we say something, we have to live by it and stand by it. But it needs to be of benefit, is what I'm getting. But also you're receiving a lot of mystical and magical messages, is what I'm getting. You may start to see strange things. You may think that you're dreaming, but you're not. This is to let you know that there is more to this world than the 3D that we live in. Wow, okay, that just came out. And then we have, oh, the 3 of Fire. So the 3 of Wands, this expansion here. You know, maybe you're getting into the mysteries of life, gathering knowledge. But there's also some planning to be done before you step out of the threshold and into the world. 3 of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite, you know, we see someone standing on the precipice waiting for their ships to come in. So are you standing waiting? Or are you waiting to get on your ship and sail away into the sunset, is what I'm getting. Yeah, this is, oh, look, I didn't realize that. That is a ship. Look. Yeah, you're on your ship, all aboard. Oh, wow, I didn't notice that. I don't use these cards very often. Yeah, and we have the 5 of Water, 5 of Cups. So there is some kind of emotional turbulence going on here. There could be something here to do with someone else, someone younger with the Empress, and then the 5 of Cups. So with the 5 of Cups, you know, somebody who's in regret, somebody who's feeling a little bit emotional, fainting I'm getting here as well. But yeah, see, the Empress is in the ship because that is the looks like the Empress. So, you know, going towards someone, going towards somebody who may need you, somebody who needs your good advice I'm getting, or somebody who needs your forgiveness, possibly. Yeah, somebody's kind of lost in a world of emotion. But water, you know, this is to do with your imagination. It's to do with illusions and delusions. In the traditional deck, we see 3 cups spilled and 2 cups standing. And with this, you know, this person would be, you know, sort of looking towards the 2 cups. Somebody could be in search of love, but they're afraid of love because of the emotional element, is what I'm getting. But yeah, there's definitely regret when it comes to 3 of Cups. So, I mean, maybe somebody has a hangover, overindulgence, this kind of thing. But there is definitely somebody here who I think needs your forgiveness. They're hoping they'll come to you. They're hoping that you'll go to them. But you need to stand firm. They have a lesson to learn, is what I'm getting. And we have all these fireflies here. You know, there is something here to do with boats, and I'm getting like the Titanic. That might be your favorite movie. Yes, for somebody. So there's something here to do with boating, possibly. Yeah, and you're receiving messages from the universe, from this mystical unicorn. I'm getting, what's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, we have the Sun card. Yeah, you're standing firm. You've made your decision. You know, you have a very strong will, is what I'm getting. So something's occurred where you need to kind of stand firm. No matter how much someone is wanting you to reach out to them, to go to them, you have to stand firm. Yes, you have to stand by your word, is what I'm saying. So there's also this element of travel with the Three of Fire. Perhaps you were planning to go somewhere. Perhaps you were planning to step out, to travel across the water, is what I'm getting. But this could also be like a flying ship. Yeah, this person seems to be in the sky. So perhaps you were planning to go somewhere at a distance and you're not able to for some reason. And somebody is a little bit emotional about this. Yeah, is what I'm getting. But the Sun card here, there's a lot of optimism, a lot of joy. But with this Sun card, this person's a little bit sad. So, oh, and the Eight of Water in reverse. So, and the Emperor. Yeah, so there's an Emperor and an Empress here. So with the Eight of Cups in reverse, it's like unfinished business here, to do with the heart, to do with the emotions. But the thing is, every time you go back, you know, you're just pouring more emotion over someone. You're just pouring more love into someone who may not be kind to you. It's causing a lot of psychological damage to you, is what I'm getting. And see, we have another ship and it's upside down. So this is also like the Pirates of the Caribbean. Is it number 3 or something, where, you know, they're in upside down world. Yeah, so, you know, you need to stand firm. You need to heal from a lot of emotional turbulence, is what I'm getting. You need to get out into the sun, get out into nature, is what I'm getting. But there's something magical occurring in your life, and you are receiving messages. How many fireflies? Oh, it's 7 of fire. Oh, I didn't realize that. I just saw the unicorn. Yeah, I was about to count the fireflies. But yeah, 7 of fire. So something's blocking you. You're receiving a warning. There could be something here to do with horses and horse riding and things like that. But yeah, you need to stand firm, stand still right now, and nurture yourself, because there are battles possibly ahead, and these aren't battles for you to fight right now. So something's happened, and it was, you know, caused a lot of emotional turbulence, possibly to do with somebody who wants or has more power than you. Oh yeah, 5 of Pentacles, somebody who's left you out in the cold. And then Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you have to let fate play its hand. Everything you've done, like, there's no regret, is what I'm getting. You know, you can't sit in any kind of regret going forward. But going forward, when you're kind of blocked, or you've blocked someone, or someone's blocked you, you know, there's been arguments here. There's been psychological games being played, is what I'm getting. Yeah, you need to take time out to recuperate, to rejuvenate with this Sun card here, to find your inner strength and happiness, because it's Leo energy. But yeah, something's happened and you've made a decision and you're standing firm. You know, this is very firm and determined. Look at that face. Yeah. So it's kind of like, even if you try to go forward, you're going to be blocked by the divine, I'm getting. Yeah. And then I'm getting like magic carpet rides and all of the, like Aladdin and all of these, musicals maybe, or something like that. Or perhaps, you know, Aesop's Fables as well. That's a very old book, but something here probably to do with fables and old wives' tales I'm getting now. But just to get back to the point, yeah, you're being blocked, and the more you struggle, the more energy you're going to expend. So let's say you decide, oh, well, I'll apologize. I'll be the bigger person, you know, like, oh, I'll be the big person, I'll apologize. But you don't always have to be the bigger person. Sometimes what's been done isn't really about you and what you've said or what you think or what you've done. As far as other people are concerned, it's more about lessons and learning for them. So there is disappointment, or someone's disappointed. They are in the back of their mind thinking that you might surprise them, is what I'm getting, by turning up. But yeah, you cannot do this. You have to stand firm, because there's someone else in the mix who wants to have power over you, separate you from your loved ones, you know, hidden enemies on your path. And the unicorn, this mystical creature, is kind of like trying to tell you something. But it's also like a trusty steed, like all aboard, flying. Yeah, there could be something here to do with flights and travel and things like that. Oh, we have an Ace of Pentacles. So, you know, there is an opportunity here. This could be to do with business or finance or money. And then we have the Nine of Cups on the bottom. You know, yeah, sitting alone, raised with your raised glass. Yeah, there's something here to do with a celebration with, yeah, that you may be missing out on. But somebody is going to start getting very emotional when they do have a few drinks at this event. If it is an event, you know, you've decided just to take time out for yourself to just enjoy your own solitude and happiness, because there's too much conflict or possible conflict going forward. And Spirit wants you to grow in strength and in beauty and, you know, and happiness and joy. You know, Spirit wants you to come out of this Eight of Cups energy. You know, when people abuse us or when there's a conflict, if you keep going back, it just gets worse. You know, people have to, there has to be compromise here is what I'm getting. You know, other people have to show goodwill also. Otherwise, it's just a battle is what I'm getting. But you're raising your glass, you're paying tribute to, you know, to whatever, you know, you're not involved in. Oh, and then we have an Ace of Wands on the bottom. Yeah, this could be disruptive energy with the Three of Fire, but also, you know, the 3 and the 1 adds to 4 of Wands. So yeah, this could be to do with entertainment, a celebration, an event, your home, beautifying your home, these sorts of things as well. Also, there is a big opportunity for money coming in. I mean, the issue could be money, Two of Pentacles, or somebody just wants you to perform, that kind of thing. But yeah, going forward, there could be arguments with the Three of Fire and the Ace of Wands. I mean, people look at this and they go, oh, creativity and all of that. But I did a reading yesterday which made me realize the wand can be explosive energy, fire energy. It can be arguments. Oh, sorry, look, my cards are out of view. Yeah, I was in a zone. I went into a zone. Sorry about that. Yeah, fiery, kind of explosive energy. There could be argument, or somebody's going to have an emotional outburst, possibly at an event. They are part of a couple, they have love in their life, but so Three of Cups, yeah, during a celebration. I mean, with the home, this could be to do with family, that kind of thing. So I'll just get one more. Oh no. Oh God, I just saw the Nine of Swords, yeah. Yeah, there's kind of a trap going forward. Oh, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, being left out in the cold. Yeah, moving forward. But somebody's moving to the Two of Cups, or this could be to do with who you thought were your soulmates, your soul tribe, your soul crew. You're just deciding to sit pretty, you know, look after your finances, build a business, get something off the ground. You know, maybe that's where your focus needs to be as well, just on your work and at your own leisure and pleasure. So maybe you're a people pleaser, and, you know, the divine's trying to teach you not to keep people pleasing. Other people have to show goodwill also, is what I'm getting. I'm looking at this, so I did say the Empress, but this person's, you know, wearing a mask and they look angry. So there could be somebody else who's, you know, throwing salt into the wound, you know, salt water, saline solutions, your dehydration I'm getting now. But yeah, so there could be something definitely at an event. Somebody's very disappointed maybe that you didn't turn up. Maybe they were hoping that you would, but they're, you know, they're moving forward. There could also be moving house, moving town, or somebody's decided to come to you. Oh, look, on the bottom, the Tower. Yeah, I thought so. Yes, I thought so. So, you know, the Tower is here. So lightning is striking, everything is crumbling. It's almost like, you know, you have to stay where you are because there could be a bit of a disaster happening somewhere, and it could be to do with love. It's kind of like a lucky escape. You have an opportunity to listen to your intuition, to focus on yourself here. Yeah, but raise your glass to whoever you're missing. there's a strong bond here between you and this person, you know, someone younger feminine, older feminine, younger feminine. You know, you're going to raise your glass. You know, this is intuitive energy. This is spiritual energy that you have between you and someone else. But I'm keep getting, oh, firefly. I keep thinking there's a fly in the ointment here. Yeah, there's somebody, another feminine, who is in the mix here, who's poisoning the well. Oh, okay, poisoning the well. Okay, so we have the Tower, yeah, ego energy. Oh, a Knight of Cups. So look, you know, they're drinking, they're on their rabbit. Yeah, they're kind of like looking for trouble in love is what I'm getting. There could be something here to do with Easter and Easter bunnies, things like that. But yeah, we could have a Knight of Cups who's, you know, really egotistical. They want to have power over you. They think they're the emperor. And Two of Pentacles, yeah, performance. There could be something here to do with a performance, theatre, that kind of thing, where something explosive happened. But yeah, they just want you to perform. They want you. They're trying to pull the strings and puppet you is what I'm getting. Yeah, and a Page of Wands, you know, more entertainment going on here, more performance. But the Page of Wands, you know, is news, but it's also a spark that lights the fire. Oh, and Judgment is here. Yeah, so, you know, you have to let the divine deal with this person. They are egotistical. They think they're the emperor. Or they could be something here to do with parents and things like that, fighting over the children, or, you know, children to back the wrong horse, I'm getting. Yeah, there could be something here. So this Knight of Cups, you know, they're egotistical. They think that they are the emperor. This is like, you know, childish behavior. Somebody younger than the Empress, of course, because the pages, the pages are very young. They're early 20s, you know, teenagers possibly, or children, depending on what's on the table. The Knights are kind of more mid-20s to, you know, mid-30s, possibly 40s. Yeah, somebody just wants to have power over you. Yeah, and look at this. We have this castle. Yeah, somebody thinks they're royalty. Yeah. 1991, 10. Yeah, what is it? Six of Spades. What's Spades? Is Pentacles, I think. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Reciprocal payments and things like that. I think Spades are Pentacles. I'm not sure. You'll have to look that up. Cartomancy. But I'm kind of like getting, yeah, somebody's locked the door. You know, there's a moat around this castle. You know, you shall not enter. You know, you're just going to sit home and raise your glass. There's going to be an occurrence, an epiphany possibly, an illumination, and you can't be there. Like, you might be a person who's kind of at the center. You know, you might be the glue, or have been. And, you know, now you're kind of, yeah, somebody doesn't want you to shine. They don't want you to be the Empress. They don't want you, you know, they want you under their spell, under their control is what I'm getting. And they're young and immature. Knight of Cups energy. Yeah. It could be a father and son situation, but there's some explosive energy going on here. And see, if you're not there, they can't point the finger at you. You know, maybe you're normally center of attention and, you know, people are, you know, poking the bear maybe. But there's been a disruption and it's caused a lot of emotional turbulence in you and psychological. Maybe people said, oh, you know, Eight of Cups in reverse, you're delusional. You know, maybe when you drink you get a bit emotional or something like that. And, you know, this puts you at center of attention. But not because you deliberately want to be, but that's just kind of like, you know, you have work to do when you're in social or family situations. So people are going to see someone, could be a feminine, another feminine, for who they are, or even a, you know, or a parent, a mother, father, for who they are, because you're not there for people to kind of like focus on. Yeah. And then they can't blame you if everything goes to shit. You can't be blamed because you're not there. It's what I'm getting. Oh, and look, we have the Genghis Khan. Yeah. God. Genghis Khan conquering. Yeah, somebody wants to conquer you. They could actually want, because like Genghis Khan and all of these emperors, you know, of times gone past, you know, what were they really looking for? They were looking for expansion, control of other countries and nations. But why? You know, when we think of, you know, Vikings, when we think of Alexander the Great of Persia, the Romans, all of them, all these empires, what are they really doing? They're trying to enrich themselves, you know. It's not even about their land. They just want what's coming out of the land. They just want the gold. So there could be something here to do with they want control of your estate. They want to kind of, you know, God, do they want to put grandma in the nursing home? Like, what the hell is that? Okay, yeah, they might want control of your finances, of your good fortune, because you have a big pentacle here. You know, you have a big pot of gold. You have, yeah, so don't tell these people what you have. Maybe when you have a few drinks you blabber it. You're a bit of a blabbermouth. I know I am. Yeah, because you're too trusting is what I'm getting. So you're getting warnings with that unicorn from the angelic realm that these people at the moment are hostile towards you, whoever they are. You know, they are hostile towards you because they want control. They want, and Six of Pentacles, that's what I was thinking, if that is, you know, spades, pentacles, but that's what's coming to mind anyway. Doesn't matter. The Six of Pentacles, it's like they want you to pay, but you're not. They're not going to give you. They're not going to give you anything in return. They just want to suck money out of you, and they want control of your finances, of your accounts, of your money, so that they can enrich themselves. Is what I'm getting, but it's kind of like no refund. Sorry, I just had to change my battery. That could be the thing too. Maybe that's it. You know, you go into your own world, you go into a bit of a trance. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, no refund. So you might have paid for something and you're not getting a refund. But also, you know, you have to maintain your power and your stance. And see, this is another 8, 9, 10. So, you know, you have to kind of protect yourself. And she has all this wheat here, and wheat was currency back in the, you know, back in the times of Egypt and I think Persia and all of that. Like, wheat was currency. So this could be to do with currency and scammers and things like that. But somebody, you know, just thinks they're more powerful than you, and you're tied to this person through love, because we have an Ace of Cups here. So, but I'm getting more of an outpouring of emotion. Like, it's almost like somebody could be watching you or even recording you with Six of Pentacles. You know, they could be recording you, trying to say that you're crazy so they can get control of the estate of the castle. Yeah, and I did a reading called Trojan Horse. No, it wasn't called that. Oh, cruelty and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, about a Trojan horse. So, and there's somebody in this mix who's pretending to be someone they're not. So the divine wants you to sit still. Don't go anywhere for a little while. Like, that's the thing. Don't go anywhere. Just stay to yourself. You know, ride your horse, ride your unicorn around, take your dog for a walk, indulge in yourself. 9 of Cups, you know. The divine doesn't want your, you know, emotional energy to be dissipated again with that 8 of Cups in reverse over there. They, you know, divine wants you to be in this 9 of Cups energy. So, you know, the way is blocked and barred. So don't, or somebody could be getting barred from an event or a club or something like that. Yeah, there's a bit of a fight going down here. And the divine doesn't want you involved. The divine wants you to stand as the Empress, you know, stand as the Sun card, because there's a big tower falling. But also what I'm getting with this Ace of Pentacles and the Tower is that something big is about to happen. There's going to be a big shift that's going to create wealth, or it's going to create, yeah, a financial, like, explode, like something's going to blow up financially, is what I'm getting. And then you're tied to someone with love, with that Ace of Cups. But as I'm saying, like, this Ace of Hearts, you know, here is in the back of your mind. It's somebody that you're tied to through love. And it's almost like you might be quite an emotional, sensitive person, and they want to prove your you know, that you're psychologically fit to deal with the amount of money or status or whatever, you have to deal with. This is like, you know, paternal, because I was thinking paternal because whenever I see the seahorse, you know, daddy always looks after the young when it comes to the seahorses. So yeah, they want to lock you out or put you in an asylum. But you're dodging this bullet. You're dodging this. You've got your head down. It's like, oh, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, you know, you're dodging this bullet is what I'm getting. Wow, this is fascinating. Yeah, 22, life path 22, 4, or somebody could be 22, the number 22, but it's also stability. But 22 is a very powerful number. I mean, this could even be like the government and mental health and all of these sorts of things. It's almost like somebody's spying on you so they can take what's yours. And the Queen of Diamonds. Oh, Diamonds, Pentacles. Oh, God. Is that Six of Swords sailing away? The boat. Yeah, okay. And then we have a Queen of Pentacles. So there could be a Queen of Pentacles in all of this who is, you know, driving you forward. They have a heart of stone. And I'm saying this because this person looks wicked. That's what I'm getting. Even though I did say it was yeah, they think they're the Empress. They want to be the matriarch of this family or this situation. But you know, it's all going to come into ruins. Like, you're going to be, you know, you're going to stand firm, and you're going to, like Ozymandias, the irony of Ozymandias, you know, stand the test of time. But Ozymandias, a king, wasn't able to. His statue crumbled into the desert and was no longer magnificent. But you're very ancient. You have a very ancient soul, and you're going to stand firm, and your legacy will go on, is what I'm saying as well. So I don't know. That sounds weird. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what Divine's trying to say. It's like you will stand the test of time within this situation, within this family, friendship group, within this society even, you know, and you're creating a legacy that is rock solid, is what I'm getting. And then we have the King of Spades. So yeah, so I'm now switching spades to being swords. So the King of Swords, yeah, there could be something here to do with contracts, to do with law and legals, but also, you know, the King of Swords is air energy, somebody who, yeah, they want to sign a contract to get what you've got or something like that, or they sold their soul to the devil. I don't know. Oh gosh, I think we might just get some tea leaves on this. Oh, this is not funny. Like, this is serious. You know, and you have to take this seriously. This Empress looks very, very serious. You know, you have to take this seriously. Oh God, protection from a powerful friend. Yeah, protection from a powerful friend. There could be somebody coming in who wants to protect you, but yeah, temptation will test you. So there could be somebody who is coming in, offering you a big cup of love. Genghis Khan is here to, you know, grape and pillage. So, you know, the apple temptation. So there could be somebody around who is trying to conquer you in some way, but you're getting, you know, protection through your solar plexus, through your heart chakra, through your psychic ability as well. But also there could be somebody lurking around your home, but your dog's gonna, you know, you've got a beautiful, big, powerful dog here, or a loyal friend who's warning you. But also, oh, and there's lightning. Yeah, lightning's gonna strike. So this person down, yeah, let the divine control your anger or you'll be sorry. Yes, somebody wants to make you angry, or somebody's angry that they can't infiltrate your castle. You know, you are highly protected, you have loyalty, a loyal friend, but also, you know, you are loyal to the divine, divine is loyal to you. Also, this dog has a sixth sense. You know, this dog is a bit of a unicorn. It's very special, mythical. Your dog could be wandering around the house looking into thin air. So, I don't know, but they're very protective. Yeah. So, yeah, so somebody's kind of angry that they can't get control of you, that they can't prove that you're insane and take what isn't theirs. Oh, because the money path, yeah, it's all about money. Oh my God, a path with money is waiting for you to find it. Yeah, this is like Fort Knox. You know, you have to, yeah, keep your money to yourself. Don't tell anybody how much money you have. You know, like this unicorn's pooping out gold coins. Yeah, so there's something here. Oh, you know those pears? Pears, you know, you pop out, you know, you click it and it pops out candy. So yeah, it's like yeah, they think it's like taking candy from a baby is what I'm getting. But this is a temporary situation. You could also kind of be concerned about your finances and things like that, but you're going from a tent to a castle, and people will start to notice that you have money because you're going to have a nicer home. You're going to, you know, so just be careful who you can trust. Like, you can trust no one when it comes to money. A very good lawyer said to me once, you don't know anyone until you divorce them. So, right. Oh, look at that casket. Something or someone going out of your life, or the end of a situation. So there could be an inheritance here as well. But at the end of the day, we've got this, you know, copycat rat who wants to be the empress in this situation. They could even be trying to, you know, like if you're a mother and there's a evil stepmother here, evil witch here, then, you know, they want to be the center of this family. They don't like the influence that you have over the people around you. So, you know, you're just sticking to yourself. As I said, you're just going to walk your dog. You just, you know, just enjoy your life. If you're worried about money, don't worry. Yeah, so this person will move on. There could be, you know, Taurus as well is, you know, is the money sign. So there could be a Taurus here, a Virgo here I'm getting. Yeah, that kind of energy. So they're going to go out of your life. And I don't know how are they going out of your life? Sorry, this is a very, oh, they're getting the boot. Somebody with the leg tattoos giving them the boot. So there's a masculine here giving them the boot. Yeah, this person's kind of like holding this masculine back. Yeah, that somebody has a leg tattoo. That could be even Maori from New Zealand, because we have, you know, Easter Island. Where's that? Oh yeah, Hawaii I'm getting, you know, that kind of energy. Yeah, somebody's getting the boot. There's going to be an argument or an illumination. So if this is like masculines in your life who are kind of turning against you, you know, because you want, you know, because you're abundant, you know, you're about to hit the jackpot, you know, there's been an explosive energy here, there's been, you know, arguments and fights, and everybody's pointing the finger at you, I'm getting. Yeah, there's going to be the boot, because on the bottom we have the claw. Yeah, I'm getting that, the claw. Somebody, yeah, be careful, do not take risks. So yeah, it's time to kind of stay out of the picture, so it can be illuminated to this people, to these group of people, who the good one truly is, and who, you know, which side they should really be on. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, and crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So, you know, this is it too. Oh, enterprise with the Ace of Wands. Yeah, something, you know, a new creative idea is going to give you, what am I getting? Somebody could be trying to get pregnant. Somebody could be, yeah, I'm getting that there's a masculine here. Well, we had the King of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. You know, we have young, like a mixture of age group here. So it could be a family situation. Somebody could be trying to get pregnant in order to hold on to a masculine, but this masculine is going to give them the boot, because this person's kind of trying to tie them down, which will keep them from the future they're meant to have. Right, because that's what children and babies do. Babies hold you in one place 9 times out of 10. Yeah. Oh, angel. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So, you know, you're protected, your money's protected, your flow is protected. Yeah, somebody else is going to get the boot. Yeah, it's almost somebody sided with someone else, but they sided with the wrong person when they should have taken your side, protected you more. Yeah. But there's somebody in the mix of this who they're just trying to have power over you so they can feel powerful. And it's very immature. Yeah. Release the dark wound. Yeah, there's wounding here. They've wounded you. Fish, koi fish. You could be a Pisces. But yeah, and you know, this fish is like, you can see its skeleton, that kind of thing. So they've stripped you to the bare bones as well, but also the universe has stripped you to the bare bones so that you can understand yourself better, is what I'm getting. You know, let love live within you. And we have a 7 here with the 7 of fire. So, you know, you're just getting out of, and these hands coming out of the 7 of fire. Somebody thought they had you where they wanted you. There could be something you're doing with your hands. But yeah, somebody thought they had you where they wanted you. They thought they could strip you down. They thought they could strip you for parts. They thought they could get control over you. But, you know, as a Pisces, you've just, you know, swam away. And now the universe is kind of just wants you to stay put. Don't make any moves. Don't say anything. Stay silent. Let them figure it out. They'll come around, is what I'm getting. See, 12, every journey starts with a single step, but it was in reverse. Yeah, don't move forward. If you were planning a holiday or whatever, yeah, you might not get a refund, but don't go, is what I'm getting, because you need to stay out of this so people can be seen for who they are. Maybe you said something and this has caused this big disruption. You know, you've said, hey, that person's a stink pot, that person's evil, that person just wants control, that person is the queen of, you know, Queen of Pentacles, who wants to settle down, get married, have a baby, and at a time of maybe whoever you're talking to's life where they should be free to gain experiences, be free to gather their finances. You know, there's a toxic relationship here. Queen of Pentacles, greedy, needy, toxic person in the mix. Virgo energy. Yeah, beyond the mind, the heart beats. So yeah, somebody's tried to kind of drive you mad. They've tried to get inside your head. You know, you're getting a lot of spiritual messages. Purple, third eye, from the divine. And see, there's a bird's nest here with 3 purple eggs. So, you know, you have a lot of ideas that are about to be birthed. You're a very mystical creature. You know, you understand the mysteries of the universe. You're very much immersed in that, you know, in the 9D, I don't know, 6D, 7D, 8D. You know, you're highly spiritually connected. And Spirit wants you to continue with that. You know, Spirit doesn't want you to suffer anymore. You've suffered enough with that 8 of Cups in reverse. But, you know, the heart beats. In their heart, they know. Like, you know in your heart that these people will come around, that you will end up being the winner. Oh, yeah, after the storm. So there's a resolution here. You need to just wait. And then collaborative dreaming. Yeah, because you're connected to these people through the soul. These people are your soul members. They're meant to grow with you. Perhaps, you know, you've given them a tower to wake them up a little bit. You know, you're telling them from Spirit, like you're a messenger. Every word you speak is a message, but because they don't want to hear what you have to say, they think that you're causing trouble, interfering, you know, but now that you, God, but they want control over you, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. So we have one of these, Archangel. Yeah, so all this there could be a young feminine who's going to trigger all of this as well. You know, there could be a young feminine who's also going to go, you know what, the way that you're treating, you know, the way that you're treating, you know, this beautiful Empress is wrong, and I don't want to be part of you either. And, you know, you guys are the problem. You are you are the problem. You know, this Empress has been through a lot. You know, you've been through your towers, you've been through, you know, hell, and you're still shining your light bright. So, you know, that's it. Archangel Christiel, connect with unicorns. What? Receive the white ascension flame. What? The white ascension flame. There you go. You're ascending. You know, you are an angel on earth. You are a spiritual being. Maybe this is it. They just said, you're not an angel. You're not this. You're nasty. Fuck them. Okay. All right. Okay. Whoa. And we have another one. These are strange cards. I don't really know how to interpret them sometimes. Sacred sites. So, oh, Rapa Nui. Easter Island. What the fudge buckets? This person could have visited this. And look at these two with their eyes popping out of their head. Yeah, people are going to wonder, you know, wonder at you is what I'm getting. You know, you are a spiritual being. But also the Rapa Nui are, you know, they're thought to be protectors of Easter Island. So what I'm getting from this as well is like the Rapa Nui, yeah, they thought they could bury you, but you just won't lie down because you keep recovering from whatever emotional, mental, physical illnesses or breakdowns because of other people's bad behaviour. And also, you know, you're learning how to not get involved in these people, I'm getting too. But their eyes are going to pop out of their head. They're going to like, how do you keep doing it? You know, you just keep getting back up stronger than ever. And it's like that Greek god or whatever it is, that Greek myth, where the guy is, you know, being forced to push the boulder uphill over and over again. And I think there is a bit of a story there. You know, he says to God, how long do I have to keep pushing this bloody boulder up the hill? Like, you know, like this is getting boring. Like now, this is this repetitive cycle that this person's in. And then apparently God, you know, one of the gods or the god says to him, but look at you, look how strong you've become. Look how your body glistens. Look how your muscles expand. Look how strong I've made you in the struggle. Oh God, I've got chills all over me. And that's what it's all about with the Sun card, the Strength card. You know, it's like, look how spiritually strong you've become. Look how much stronger that you've become. Look how much more aware you have become. You know, you won't let these people fucking do this to you anymore, is what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of defiant behavior here. That's beautiful. Okay, I think we'll leave it at that. I think, yeah, you're standing the test of time. And see, we have skulls here, you know, like the death card praying, you know. So, you know, they're going to be praying for their own mortal souls. You know, when people pick on angels, and sometimes angels are in disguise. Sometimes people only see what they want to see. It's like sometimes angels are in disguise because the angels, the messengers, because angelios, or whatever the Greek word is for angels, just simply means messenger. It doesn't mean that you necessarily have wings and that you know what I'm saying? You're a messenger of the gods, of the divine. And sometimes people just don't want to hear what you have to say. Maybe you're a little bit forceful. Maybe they don't like that. Oh well, you warned them. You were warned by the divine, and you know you're warning them. They're on warning is what I'm getting. They need to save their mortal souls because, yeah, they chose the wrong side. Love you. Bye.